posted that first video about my panic attacks, and I was scared to talk about it, but now that I did, I was like, okay, that wasn't so bad. So I kind of want to keep the momentum going. Um, Basically, like, because I want to talk about like what I think is happening to me, like within a larger context of like the family that I grew up in. Because I always feel like things don't happen in a vacuum. Like I don't think my panic attacks just happen out of nowhere. They happen in the framework of entire family systems and cultural systems. So it's funny because like the holidays are coming up, and so I know that can be like stressful for people, and it's always been stressful for me to the point that I can't even go to family get-togethers anymore. I just never show up. And it's funny, some you hear like some families, they are the like they get into fights and things like that. Like, any big family get together, there's like huge fights and people screaming and yelling. There's those types of families. And then I feel like then my family is not like that. My family is the everyone put on a happy face and just smile and just be happy and don't ever talk about any negative things. Don't talk about any negative emotions. Like no one ever fights or anything at our family gatherings. But I think that sort of created, at least for me, like a very like suffocating environment where I felt like, oh, I can't have any negative emotions. I can't talk about anything that I'm struggling with. And so that sort of, I was kind of complaining about my dad in my last video, but like if I look at my dad in the framework of like the family that he grew up in and that we all grew up in, it's like a situation where no one talks about emotions. So it makes sense why he doesn't want to listen to my emotions, because if I bring it up, then maybe no one listened to his emotions, and so he doesn't know how to. Like my therapist always talks about, like some people don't have the emotional bandwidth. That's the phrase he uses, emotional bandwidth, to like be able to hold space for, difficult feelings. So I think that's sort of a situation that's happening here, like with my dad. And yeah, I don't know. Like I'm sort of like I tell my therapist about it. He just kind of goes like, yeah, well, what can you do? He doesn't really give me anything I can do about it. And like it's just like, oh yeah, you can't change people. And it's like, okay, I already know that. I know I can't change people, but I don't know what else to do about it. Oh, I almost got interrupted. My mom almost came in, so I had to stop the video. Um, yeah, so it's so funny. Like my parents always talk about, they want me to have like courage they want me to go out into the world. They've seen me here. I'm like agoraphobic and housebound, and I have trouble just leaving the house. And they're always like, go out and conquer the world. But then when I think about like posting videos like this or talking about what I'm struggling with, then they go, like my mom goes, well, no, maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe you shouldn't do that. She's always like putting her fear on me, like, oh, maybe you shouldn't post videos like that. So I'm like, there's like a mixed messaging that I get. It's like, oh, you want me to kind of like go out and like conquer the world, but if I start speaking my truth and saying how I feel, it's like, oh no, don't talk about that. And like I said, so within the framework of like my family, my extended family also, because no one talks about anything, I always feel, yeah, I guess like suffocated is, or like suffocated because I can't. No one talks about anything. So like I said, we're the opposite. We don't have like big drag out fights where people are expressing themselves. We're like the repressing family. Like, no, don't talk about anything. So I think that's been a struggle for me. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. There could be people from my extended family. I haven't seen them in a long time. They could watch this video, and maybe they wouldn't want me. You know, there's that phrase, airing dirty laundry. But I don't know. I feel like I have a right to talk about my experience. So that's all I'm trying to do here. So I don't know. I guess that's just like another thing I wanted to put out there. Like I said, I don't know what I'm expecting, or yeah, it's more like I just feel like I need to start talking, and expressing myself, and just let the chips fall where they may.